Michael Johnson is considered one of the greatest and most consistent sprinters in the history of track and field. Now retired, his ethos and experience is being passed on to a new generation of athletes via Michael Johnson Performance.
After I retired from my career, I was able to reflect a lot on the answer to the question that I got quite often, which was, how were you able to be so consistent over such a long period of time? And it was obviously being born with that sort of talent. Of course, a lot of hard work and dedication and commitment, the usual, The thing was, I was very hungry to learn about my athleticism and how to get the best from myself. And I was fortunate to have a great support staff of people working together to keep me healthy and keep me at my best. So what I set out to do with Michael Johnson Performance is to provide that same sort of support to athletes at all levels and in all sports.
The philosophy and ethos of Michael Johnson Performance is encapsulated probably best in realizing your fullest potential athletically. And we as coaches really buy into the fact that every athlete, regardless of their age, their competitive level, their limitations, their gifts, all come here to utilize us, our resources, our modalities, our mindset for the betterment of them athletically, regardless of sport.
Oftentimes what happens is, and certainly over the last 15 or 20 years, I would say, there's been just a huge push to focus on the skill of sport. Athletes and coaches will focus so much on that and make the assumption that the athleticism, the speed and the strength and the power that an athlete has, they're either born with it or they're not, and that's not true. We're all born with some degree of athleticism, and there are windows of opportunity to optimize speed, to optimize power, to optimize strength, to optimize endurance. So our programs are built to do that.
The world-class facility not only caters to elite athletes, a big focus is also put on optimizing athleticism from an early age.
Our youngest athletes are 9 years old, all the way up to the Olympic and the professional. So if you look at that market, it's pretty vast, and everyone needs something different.
It's important to differentiate with athletes training via their age. And we know this both physiologically, that they're different. A 9-year-old is a different animal than a 12-year-old. We also understand that the ages psychologically are different. Different things resonate with different ages. And so to try to train these 9-year-olds like our competitive 19-year-olds, even though they both may love track and field or they both may love American football, would short side both ends of the extreme.
For our young athletes, it's about general movement, coordination, more speed type stuff. For that middle school athlete, you're talking about acceleration, power training, getting into some weight room a little bit and moving it fast. And then for the older kids, you're looking at strength. They need strength, they need to kind of tailor it now towards a sport, and stamina.
That's our young athlete programs. And then, of course, our elite and professional athletes, Olympic athletes, those athletes are trying to get those very small marginal improvements that make the difference between either making a team or not, or at the ultimate level, a gold medal or a silver medal. And they are having to uncover every area that they possibly can in terms of opportunity to maximize their athleticism, because obviously as you get to that top of the pyramid where professional and elite athletes operate, it's the very small things that make the differences.
With precision playing an increasing role in training, technology is being embraced in an athlete's development through a unique partnership with the Nike Research Laboratory, which sees scientists from the lab permanently based at Michael Johnson Performance.
We've been very, very aggressive from the day we opened our doors in embracing technology to benefit the training and to benefit our athletes.
Now you're seeing this combination of the training and the science that's starting to merge together, and it's inside the training facility. And so we call it a living laboratory. And so they're capturing data just raw, and this is in action. It's not made up. We're not trying to stage this. You're capturing what the athlete naturally does. And so to get that type of insight where you can't see it with the human eye, and now we've got hard numbers, raw data, and we can make that change to the athlete, it's incredible.
There's nothing that's insignificant. If it contributes to performance, it's important. During my career, people would ask me, how much of it is mental and how much of it is physical? I don't know. I know that they're both important, and so I have always focused on being 100% proficient at both areas. So attention to detail is very important for us, and we are surgical about how we actually go about the process of developing every one of those particular areas that contribute to performance.